Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. The last 15 minutes of trying to get this stream off of the ground was honestly way too complicated. I normally use StreamYard. It's normally very easy to me, but for some reason in the last 15 minutes, I couldn't tell what stream was live. I created two streams at the same time on accident, but boom, we are off and running. And honestly, today's stream will go a lot better than yesterday's wrestling stream. Yesterday at the end, I was trying to talk about honestly the Brock Lesnar match as well as the CM Punk and AJ match. And somebody was calling me to pick them up for a ride. I kept on hitting the ignore button. I was like, yeah, I got you. I will come get you as soon as I'm done. And then basically they called somebody in the house who just came to my door and just sat there and knocked. If you listen to like the last 4 or 5 minutes of the stream, it is just a continuous knock, 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 knock. Like if you normally you go up to a door and it's like knock, knock, and nobody says anything, or you at least hear talking still going on in the background, don't you stop? But it was just the continuous knocking. But this right here, we're gonna do the NFL stream. Honestly seems like it would make a little bit more sense if I did the NFL streams on Tuesday and then I did the wrestling stream on Wednesday, because I always sort of like start off by talking about like what happened in last week of football and who really needs like a wrap up of week 2 in the NFL, when we're going to be kicking off a Bills Dolphins game on Amazon Prime on Thursday. But hey, it's just the way it goes. I am honestly always going to steer more towards wrestling stuff, but the NFL coverage is honestly like something that I really, really love. I wish that I know I'm a fan. I've been watching it for my whole life. I'm just a real casual fan. I mean, I read the magazines, I get ready for the drafts and things like that, but just, I don't know, memorizing every player's names. There's always going to be a little bit of like this guy and that guy and the defensive line as a whole or something like that. But I love doing this. I've always loved doing this, going back to even like 2013, 2014, talking about Niner teams that were pretty freaking ugly. But the NFL YWC SmackDown Pick'em League that we've been running, I think that's been going for like, it's probably running for at least 13, 14 years now, going strong. Last week in the NFL, I had a cool week. Honestly, the 49ers played the Saints. It was going to be a 10 o'clock game because they were playing in New Orleans. I normally work on Sundays, but I just kind of looked at it. They give you this PTO. They give you, vacation days. They give you sick days. And honestly, sometimes I've been working at my job so long that they give you so many that you feel bad about taking them all. But I just was like, I really want to see this game. It's early on in the season. This game matters. And then, of course, what happened last week with Brock Purdy getting injured. If something would have happened in that game with Mac Jones, where basically it was just a horrible game, I just wanted to be able to see it with my own eyes. So I was grateful that I took that day off. So last week, I think I watched 6 NFL games. We had the Packers and Commanders on Thursday night. That was fun to see because I thought that was going to be a really even packed matchup there. The Packers are so good, man. The Packers probably would have been good even if the Micah Parsons trade didn't happen with the Dallas Cowboys. But I think Micah Parsons put this Packers defense just so far over everybody else. I mean, I'm rooting for my Niners. I really believe that this is the year that it's going to be going down. But the Packers look like they're going to be a hard freaking team to beat. Jordan Love is just, commanding that offense. Of course, in that game, the Commanders quarterback is injured. He's going to be down for a few weeks. So we'll have to see what goes on with them. Of course, they went to the NFC Championship last year. So a lot of people looking for a good year out of the Commanders. I'm not sure who their backup quarterback is. I'm sure at this point I'm wishing that they still had Tyler Heineke. I thought that guy was awesome. I mean, that's just the God honest truth. That was a fun game. Packers dominated 27-18. Damn good stuff. Bengals got a win over the Jags 31-27. Jake Burrow went down. His toe injury is kind of what's sidelining Brock Purdy at this time. 12 weeks he's going to be going down with just a massive. He has to go in. He has to get surgery on it. Jake Browning is going to be taking over for the Bengals. He's a quarterback. He's from Folsom. That's the city that I work in. There's a lot of people that have Folsom pride there. I can remember 2 years ago, Jake Burrow got hurt. Jake Browning came in. I remember right off the rip, he played 2 really good games. And then I think he had like 3 or 4 not so good games after that. It was a contract year for him. He ended up signing a 2-year deal with the Bengals for kind of like average money, way more money than I make. God honest truth. I'm not trying to knock the guy, but I think he has a good chance to go out there and have a good year with this Bengals team. It's going to be hard because they're not spending the money on defense. They really aren't. I mean, like, every game for the Bengals is going to have to be them, in winning in the shootout. And the offensive line, I think, needs a lot of help there as well, even with Jake Burrow as the quarterback. But Jake Browning, he goes out there. He has a good, couple of months here. He's got a good chance to make a lot of money in this football league. I don't know if somebody's going to see him as a guy that, can be a number one option in this league. It seems like every team in this league has, a number one quarterback. But I mean, hell, Cleveland, they might need a third or fourth quarterback. That they're just like, we'll bring another guy in. We'll give you whatever you want. So Bears and Lions, this game honestly was a really big surprise to me. Bears had a bad week 1. They had a horrible week 2. 52-21. Caleb Williams, he took 4 sacks. It looks like it's going to be a lot of the same in Chicago. He did throw an interception. He doesn't really throw a ton of those, but it looks like he's just fighting for his life there. I thought it was going to be better. I really thought they tried to rebuild that offensive line, but even with Swift and DJ Moore, that Bears offense just not what it needs to be. And every year, from like listening to Eddie and the Barstool Chicago guys, I believe in this team, and they just let us down. And it hurts to listen to Big Cat, Eddie, listen to the recap of the game, and then for them to come back on Monday and do all that. But yeah, that one hurt. Then we had the Seahawks 31-17 over the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers and Coach Tomlin, whatever they thought was going to happen this year, maybe week 1 was just a rare occurrence. I don't know, man. It sure looked like Aaron might be over the hill in week 2. Broncos Broncos lost to the Colts 28-29. Mac Jones leads the Colts to a 2-0 record. And then honestly, we'll type it in right here. The other game that I watched in the afternoon on Fox was the Eagles game against the Chiefs. Eagles won 20-17. Eagles 2-0. Chiefs 0-2. Eagles win even though they have under 100 yards passing with Jalen Hurts. We even heard the smack talk at the end of the game from the Chiefs offensive line. Well, I guess that would be the Chiefs defensive line, crashing in on Hurts, and Hurts just basically saying, yeah, but we won the game. And that honestly is the truth. Who would you rather be right now? 2-0 Indianapolis with Mac Jones, or 0-2 Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs? I still think it's the Chiefs. I just believe they're going to put it together, and I think everybody is going to be pointing at this 0-2 record. But when they make the playoffs and they're good to go, what the heck is that? It looks like it's like a spider web or something in front of the camera, but I can't even get it. But all right. Then we watched on Sunday night, Falcons beating the Vikings 22-6. JJ McCarthy, of course, he got benched after that game. They said that they're sitting him down for some sort of a minor injury, but people are saying that this guy stinks. I hope not. I really, really don't. You got people in the league saying that Robinson, the running back for the Falcons, is one of the best players in the entire league. So we'll have to see more on that. Monday night, we had Bucks Texans, 20-19. The Bucks pulled it out at the end. Baker Mayfield, he might be a baller. I think that like some people were trying to put him as a top 5 quarterback in this league. I definitely would put him in the top 10. Texans, I feel so bad for this team. I mean, I just always feel like they're always so close, and that you can't like put your finger on what's going to put them over the top. But they look like they're a good team. They just dropped that game. I didn't get to see a lot of this one. I was having trouble with Monday Night Raw on Netflix. I was messing with my Apple TV box a lot, so I really wasn't paying attention to my iPad a ton because for some reason Raw only had audio but no video. So I did pay attention to the later game. Chargers won 20-9 over the Raiders. I honestly wish I would have gone to bed. Game honestly really wasn't that good. Chargers defense is a really, really, really good. I still don't know about the Chargers offense, how good I really think it is. But I woke up the next morning at 4:15 looking at the ceiling and just being like, what am I doing with my life? But that was my Monday there. Thursday night, tomorrow, on Prime TV. If you don't have Prime TV and you're complaining about how much it costs to watch the NFL, what are you doing with your life? Subscribe to Prime. Get your free deliveries from Amazon. Everybody uses Amazon one way or another. Get your free 2-day shipping, and just basically call it a day. If not, call your mom and ask her for her login to her Amazon account and check this out. But Bills come in at 2-0. Dolphins, the complete opposite, at 0-2. The Dolphins looked like they were one of the worst teams in the league week 1. But they came back. They had a pretty good game against the Patriots. You can debate on what you think the Patriots really are. I haven't seen them play as of yet, but doesn't look good for the Dolphins. Tua is 1-8 over his career versus the Bills. That means he's been in the league for 5 years. Are we all just getting like superiorly just way too old? It just, to me, it seems like Tua has been in the league for like 2 years. Bills have dominated this series. They've won 6 straight, so that's over 3 seasons because they're in the same division. They played twice. Coach McDermott, the coach of the Bills, he's undefeated against the Dolphins in his career. Mike McDaniel, who seems like he's in some hot water there in Miami. He built what, seemed to be sort of his, dream team with a superior offense. It's led by Tua. They got Tyreek Hill, Jaden Waddle as wide receivers. Their running back, Devon. That offense on paper looks superior. I've watched them play before. They seem like they can light it up. This year, they're averaging, 25 points a game. They're averaging, I can't read what I wrote down. Maybe it's like 214 yards of offense a game. They got to step it up. They got to figure it out. Or Mike McDaniel, this is my open invitation to come back to San Francisco. It worked for our defensive coach who went to go coach the Jets. Hey, no hard feelings. You went out, you made some money. You went out, you coached the Dolphins. You want to come back? I will personally fly out, pack up the U-Haul, and drive it back to San Francisco for you. You'll always have a chance to be here. Basically, the one bright light for the Bills for the Dolphins is the Bills could be coming into this game with the Bills beat up. They're definitely going to have 2 defensive starters out, and they have 2 defensive starters that are not practicing so far this week. So they could come in a little bit beat up. Bills, they're 2-0 right now. They're playing the Dolphins. Their next 2 games are against the Saints and the Patriots. You can easily see this team going 5-0 to start this season. The Dolphins, they're 0-2. They have this game against the Bills. They're going to play the Jets and the Panthers. So week 5, they kind of got like a little bit of hope when they play this Panthers team. And even the Jets, they just lost their starting quarterback as well. I mean, maybe it gets better for them after this Bills game, but definitely in my mind, smash the Bills to win this game. Smash the over, because hopefully the Miami offense can get something started, at least put some points on the board, and we can smash that for you. So then we go over to Sunday, 49ers. We're going to play the Cardinals. We are both 2-0 in the NFC West. Last year, it did not go so well for the 49ers against the Cardinals, a team I love to hate. I will talk so much crap about Kyler Murray that I don't think he is a good quarterback. But last January, to end the season, 47-24 in January. Last year, as a whole, 2 games, Cardinals outscored us 71-47. Let's just put it like this. They kicked the shit out of us. That's not going to happen. I'll tell you this much. Here is the breaking news of the day. Brock Purdy returned to practice, limited today. He has a chance to play on Sunday. I want to win this game. I don't want to risk Brock Purdy for the entire season. Mac Jones, 279 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, did throw 1 interception, didn't seem to really hurt the team, honestly, all that much. McCaffrey, he's averaging 3.5 yards per carry. Ricky Pearsall, 8 catches a game, is right now what he is averaging. The Niners offense, we're putting up 21 points a game. We are 8th in the league in offensive yards, 364 yards a game through 2. The Cardinals, they're led by Kyler Murray, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Troy Benson from Florida State, 7.6 yards of rushing. That guy's a beast. That guy is good. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a stud wide receiver. I would love to have on the Niners right now. But their tight end, Trey McBride, 12 catches, their leading receiver for the year. Them using the tight end a whole lot more. They're averaging 23 points a game, but they are only averaging 284 yards of offense a game, which is 24th in the league. This game opened as the Cardinals being a 1-point underdog, but as of right now, I don't know if it's because of Brock Purdy returning back to practice, the 49ers actually swung it, and they're 1.5-point favorites in this game. So this is going to be a tight one. It's going to be a hard one. Of course, the 49ers, even if they are able to get Brock Purdy back into action, George Kittle out, Brandon Ayuk out. We know this. Kyle Juszczyk seems like he's going to be out due to concussion last week. Our left guard, Ben Barch, he seems to be not practicing. He looks like he might be out as well. I believe in this team. I'm taking the 49ers. That's just the God honest truth. Cardinals, they're coming in 2-0. They play us. They play the Seahawks. They play the Titans. 49ers, we're going to play the Cardinals. Then we're going to back it up with a home game again against the Jags. I'm going to be lucky enough to be going to that game. And then we have the Rams in week 5. That's going to be a tough game right there. I don't know. The Rams are a team I am not looking forward to playing. Even if Stafford goes down, they got Jimmy Garoppolo behind him. It seems like that Stafford is kind of the key. Puka Nacua got an injury last week, so I'm not hoping that the whole team gets hurt. I don't want to beat them because of that, but the Rams are good, man. Rams are really, really good. Let's take a look at the Pick'em League. As of right now, I am in 5th place. 23-9 is my so-called record. I am only 2 games out of first. Looks like Alex is winning. There's Mike. Mike's always really, really good. It's Mike and Alex both. Oh, Ross forgot to pick either this week or last week. Ross is in last place. 13-19. Sucks to be you, Ross. Hold on. Why am I not a part of this league? I need to get in here and I need to pick these games. We're gonna look. Why are you not letting me do this? Hold on. Yahoo. Pick'em. Oh, I have to log in. One more time. All right. It looks like now we're in. Boom. All right. We're going to be opening up. We're going to take the Bills to beat Miami on Thursday. We are going to take the Packers to beat Cleveland. We'll take Indianapolis to beat the Titans. Cam Ward, come on. Come with me. You're getting better. Just get that team going. That's all we need. We're going to take I'm going to take Minnesota to beat Cincinnati, even though I was hyping up Browning, saying he's going to go out there and get, you know what? Let's take the Bengals. Bengals to beat Minnesota. We'll take Pittsburgh to beat the Patriots. We're going to take the Eagles to beat the Rams. We're going to take the Bucks to beat the Jets. Let's go Raiders over Commanders. We're going to take Atlanta to beat Carolina. We're going to take the Texans to beat Jacksonville. We're going to take shoot, where am I? We're going to take we're going to take the Denver lost that game. They only lost by 1. We're going to take the Broncos to beat the Chargers. We're going to take the Saints. We'll take the Seahawks to beat the Saints. We'll take Cowboys to beat the Bears. We're going to take the Niners over the Cardinals. Sunday night game this week. We have, this is where they're going to get it. Kansas City's going to get their first win over the Giants. And then we're going to take Baltimore to beat the Lions on Monday Night Football. So that's going to be week 3, honestly, in the NFL. I got to run again, so I appreciate everybody checking out the picks and talking some football this week. We'll see you guys down the road. Peace out, everybody.